What's going on, guys? Today is Sunday, which is the start of the peak week. I have 6 days until Saturday, and then 7 days until the final, which on Sunday is a 2-day event. Right now I just finished up cardio. Right now I'm just doing cool down for a little bit, and then I got 5 more of these hour-long sessions left on cardio, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, let's get on with the day. Alright guys, so this can of Monster is going to be the last one I have all prep. So the next time I have it is probably going to be sometime next week. And the reason being is because I need to reduce or eliminate everything I know that's going to cause bloating. And because bloating is going to just mess up my physique, I want to be able to accurately see where my physique is so I know what to do and how to adjust it for show day. And so I'm going to just take out Monsters. I'm going to take out Walden Farms. Even though Walden Farms doesn't really cause much bloating, I know it slightly does. So I'm just going to eliminate that just to be safe. And then for fiber, I know after a certain amount, my body starts to retain a lot more water. So instead of aiming for 25 to 30 grams, I might aim somewhere between 10 and 15 grams, which is still fine because I'm only getting 1,200 calories. So the rule of thumb is to get about 10 to 15 per 1,000 calories. So it's still a decent amount, but it's not enough that should cause bloating. I'll see how the next few days goes and adjust from there. Alright guys, right now I'm on my way back to Arlington. Earlier today I had this thing called Pasta Zero, which is essentially pasta made out of this plant that makes it super low calories. For the whole bag it's 8 grams of carbs and 2 protein, and that's it. So it's great for low carb days, and it did get me full. It's a little bit chewier than regular pasta, but I mean it's durable. I mean it's good for what it is. But for me, I have a super sensitive stomach, so my stomach couldn't handle it after an hour's worth of trying to digest it. So I'm probably not gonna eat it again. But if you do try it, let me know what you guys think. Alright, so I made it back to this apartment, and you guys might be like, this doesn't look like your room, and because it's not. And the biggest giveaway is that poster right there. I don't watch sports personally, but yeah, this is Stephen George's room. The original plan for the summer was for me to be here by myself the whole summer because Stephen George and Stephen Mathai don't have class. But Rahul, who you've seen in the last video and several videos before, his lease ended, and so it'll be easier for him to just live here with us instead of commuting back and forth. And then another friend of ours named Jitin, who's also Rahul's roommate, is also going to stay here. So they're going to take mine and Stephen Mathai's old room, and while I take Stephen George's. So all I do is switch the bed, my bed here, and then put Stephen George's there. So that's why it's all different. Alright, before I tell you guys the plan, I want to give a huge shout out to Gabe, who you've seen in my previous videos before as well. This week, peak week, is the most stressful week of the whole prep, and having a second perspective as someone who's experienced the whole competition lifestyle really helps out a lot. So I've been asking him for advice and tips on how to approach peak week, and he's been helping me out. So I'm gonna put all this information down in the description box below. And if you're looking for general fitness or personal training of bodybuilding, just general health, and that he can help you out with that. So check him out below. Alright, so again, this week is peak week, and it's going to be complete hell. But I made it slightly easier because I kind of started the depletion process of glycogen earlier on last week. So instead of having 100 grams a day, I ended up having 75 grams a day. But then, except for the leg days where I had 125 on Monday and then 100 grams on Friday. And yeah, so instead of having just 15 to 20 grams of carbs today through this coming Wednesday, I'm now able to have about 30 because I already started the depletion process a little bit earlier. And you guys might be like, oh, it's only 10 carb difference. What is that? It's one rice cake or whatever. But to me, that difference makes a huge difference. Yeah, that difference makes a huge difference to me, for my body, psychologically, mainly psychologically, just in knowing that I can have just 10 more grams of carbs just helps me out so much more just throughout the day. So right now I'm sitting at 26 grams of carbs, about 30 grams of fat, and 160 grams of protein. So I still have a little bit of macros left for the day, and it is currently 8:10. So that's surprisingly. So far so good. In the back of my mind, I might be feeling like shit. So if you see me and I feel dead, just know that it is peak week and I'm gonna feel like that. But in the back of my mind, I'm just telling myself, I got 7 days left. Just push through it. Just grind through these 7 days, and then I'll be free. So that's what's keeping me going right now. So I'm able to have some sort of energy. But yeah, for the remainder of the week, today through Wednesday, my macros are 30 grams of carbs, 40 to 42 grams of fat, and protein is going to be about 180 grams. So on Thursday, I'm going to bump up a little bit, and it's going to be about 150 to 200 grams of carbs, 40 to 42 grams of fat, and my protein is going to be dropped a little bit just to compensate for the extra calories from the carbs. So instead of 180, it's going to be like 150, and then Friday macros are going to be based on the way I look on Friday morning. So if I came in looking a little bit too flat, then I'll raise up the carbs a little bit, and if I came in looking too like bloated, too full, whatever it is, then I'm going to lower the carbs on Friday, and then see how I do on Saturday. So Saturday's macros are going to be adjusted based on the way I'm positioned on the stage itself. So if I'm closer to the center, that means I'm doing the right thing, I'm on the right track, and I'll just repeat whatever I did on Friday on Saturday, so that on show day on Sunday I'm at my best. But if on Saturday I'm at the outside edges of the stage, then I know something's wrong. I have to reanalyze everything I did, so and just tweak that so I can bring my best package on Sunday. But the reason I'm doing low carbs now, and raising up later in the week is because at this point I know my body like absorbs carbs quickly, and so I'd rather be on the depletion side now and look flat and slowly adjust and slowly add carbs as I need it, instead of like starting off high carbs and slowly depleting, and then because if I don't have enough time, then I'm just like then I'm screwed pretty much. So I'd rather be depleted early and slowly add carbs at the end to be safe. For me personally, that's just how my body reacts, so that's why I'm doing it. And for water, the water and sodium is going to be correlated together. So some people say drop your sodium, drop your water by the time the show comes, and it's going to be tapered down a little bit, but it's not going to be to the point where I'm going to feel dehydrated and weak and everything like that, because to get your muscles are pretty much made out of muscles contract mainly from the sodium, potassium, and all those electrolytes, and then they're filled with pretty much water. So you don't want to like screw that up for the show day, because everything I've been doing up until now has been working for me. So I'm not going to try and just change everything that I've been doing this last week just because that's how you're supposed to do it. But from all the research I've done for the past 2-3 weeks, everyone said the common theme is to just keep it going the way you've been going, because you're on the right path. Just make slight adjustments, so don't try to fix something that's not broken in a sense. So my water from today through Tuesday is going to be about 1.25 gallons worth of water. Sodium's going to stay the same, whatever. Wednesday through Thursday, Wednesday's going to be about 1 gallon of water. Thursday's going to be 3/4 gallon. Friday's going to be 1/2 gallon, and then Saturday is going to be about just sip as water as I need to, so I'm not thirsty, but not any more than that, just because I don't want too much water in my stomach and make me look like I have like a belly again. And then sodium, I'm slightly tapered down, but most of the time my sodium is going to be pretty much staying the same. But I just don't want too much sodium in my body without enough water, because then the sodium is not going to be able to be transported throughout my body the way it needs to be. So it's going to be mainly in my stomach, and then sodium retains water. So again, I don't want that water belly on stage. So I need enough sodium and enough water to make sure it gets to all my muscles. So that way, when I'm like right before stage, I can get that pump in and make sure everything looks full. And the reason why I'm like slightly tapering my water instead of like drastically tapering my water is because the way your body uses water is 70% of it is pretty much like in your muscles and your organs, everything like that, and then 30% of it is like subcutaneous, and that ratio doesn't change no matter how much water you take. I mean, everyone's different, so that ratio of whatever it is in your body is not going to change regardless of how much water you take or don't take. So I'm trying to go more on the drier, like flatter side right before the show, and then again add as I need to, because I feel like that's just going to be my safe bet. So with the water depletion, I'm also going to be doing about 20 to 30 minutes of sauna each day up until, I don't think I'm going to do it Friday, but Monday through Thursday I'm going to be doing sauna for that long. That's the plan for upcoming, so we'll see how this goes. So if anything changes, you guys will see. But my biggest thing is do not try and deplete your body of glycogen just for the hell of it. I'm doing it right now just because for the show. It is unhealthy to do mentally, physically, and everything like that. So again, your metabolism is going to go to shit if you do that. You will lose weight in the beginning because you are depleting yourself with the glycogen. But as soon as you start eating again, your body's just going to absorb it like a balloon, and you're just going to be back where you started, or even maybe a little bit worse because your metabolism is shit. So I don't recommend it just doing it. So I'm waiting for this week to be over so I can be back at a healthy stage. Right now, everything I'm doing right now is unhealthy and just for the show. Alright, so for today, started on a great note because I hit the new low weight of 160 pounds. That's the tie for the lowest weight I've dropped to at the end of the last training series, which happened on the very last day, luckily. But yeah, today we're going to start the day off with some chai tea, a scoop of protein powder, the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard, 5 servings of egg whites, and 1 light and fit Greek yogurt. So the macros to this meal is 1 gram of fat, 61 grams of protein, and 8 grams of carbs. So today's a great day so far, so let's hopefully it continues like that. Alright, so right now I'm outside of Fitness Connection, the one in Arlington. I just got out of the internship, so I'm going to knock this out real quick, then do some sauna at the end. And the reason I'm doing sauna is to I'm drinking about 1.25 gallons worth of water today, and I'm letting it do everything it needs to do, transport all the nutrients, make sure I'm well hydrated, and then kind of sweat out the excess. So that's kind of my plan with the sauna. And then kind of want to check out this place called Nutrition Nation, but I'll probably check that out some other day. Alright guys, I just got done with the workout and I looked up that Nutrition Nation place and just a supplement store, but they do have a Fit Fuel meal place over there, and right on the other side of that it is a smoothie factory for like a healthy smoothie factory. And then obviously Fitness Connection right there, and then on the other side of that is the 24-hour fitness that I used to work at. So this whole area is just a health complex. So probably never go to it next week. Alright, so I'm gonna try this meal one more time, the pasta zero with a little bit of ragu and 8 ounces of the 93.7 turkey. If it messes up my stomach again, then I know it's a pasta zero that's screwing with me. The one that I did find out about it is that it comes out the same way it goes in, kind of like corn. So if you do plan to eat it, just expect that. At first I thought shit, do I have worms in my stomach? But then I realized I ate pasta, so just a heads up so you don't think you have worms. Alright, so it's official. I have now signed up for the Europa, the competition I've been planning on doing. The reason why I waited until the last day to sign up is just in case an emergency came up and I couldn't be able to do it, because they don't do refunds. But hopefully everything goes correctly, so fingers crossed. And yeah, see you guys there. Alright, so they're not coming until later tonight, so I'm going to end the video here. Yes, I did wear that blue cutoff t-shirt in today's workout, even though I wore it yesterday. But you'll probably also see this shirt in tomorrow's workout, which will actually be the next video. I'm just wearing them around the apartment, so it's not it's actually dirty. But yeah, update. I didn't have the same stomach problems that I did yesterday when I ate the pasta zero, so I guess my body got used to it. Be like, oh crap, you're gonna end up eating this anyway, might as well adapt to it. But yeah, so far so good. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.